Hello there, you're on the Heart of Reddit channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Get your popcorn ready and enjoy. You want a policy? I'll give you a policy. A few years ago I was working in the compliance team for a large go. I had covered a few roles in this team, and was largely left to get on with my work by my managers, and SLT as they trusted me. One of the big parts of the role was approving requests for information internally. Much of this was quite mundane, but the rules were there for good reasons. For example, you don't really want your manager to have access to your emails. Even if someone needs access, it should be or with a reasonable reason given and rules surrounding it. Anyway, cut to the situation. A manager in the fundraising team who'd just had a staff member in his team leave messaged me, telling me he needed ongoing access to the staff member's email account for the next 6 months. I told him I couldn't do this without a good reason. The business risk, they had been fired, so there wasn't a handover. For context, I was a supervisor, so the slightly junior. He then told me to come to his desk and proceeded to tell me he wanted to see a policy before the end of the day, otherwise he would go to my manager. I knew my manager would back me up, but he had raised a good point, that it wasn't an official policy. The tone of the exchange was patronizing and superior, so it was in this context I decided to go to my desk and write the policies. I dropped my manager an email explaining I had identified a gap in our policies relating to manager email access, explaining I wasn't busy and telling them I could sort it out by the end of the day. The policy was, I believe, a balanced and proportional policy explaining why unrestricted management email access is a bad business practice, unethical, and should only be done in set conditions carefully regulated. The manager whose patronizing and rude demand for this policy got a copy by the end of the day. I believe the policy is likely still in use. Never put a car on the lift again. Okay. I pumped gas and did light mechanics duties while working through college. The owner, Honest Al, we called him, was a crook. I was running the store alone one Sunday when a nice old guy and his beautiful granddaughter pulled in, with the car making a hell of a racket. I pulled it into the garage and up onto the lift. Find a long stretch of baling wire had wrapped up around the drive shaft. Took about 10 minutes to unwind it. Easy peasy. Dropped the car and sent them on their way. Gratis. Monday afternoon. Come in for my shift, and Honest Al asks how the weekend went. Was stupid enough to tell him about helping the old guy out. How much did you get? I didn't charge him anything. It took 10 minutes. He was a nice old guy just trying to get home. Full explosion. You should have gotten at least 20. I never want you putting a car up on the lift again. About an hour later, somebody came in for an oil change. Honest Al says, take care of this, and goes to the McDonald's next door for coffee. As he comes out, he sees the car pulling out of the station. What happened with that oil change? I told them I couldn't do it. I said you didn't want me to put a car up on the lift. He'd have fired me, but being a crook, he recognized I was honest, and he could leave the place in my hands evenings and weekends. Get over here right now. I work very hard to take care of things and keep my tenants happy. Sometimes a few of them push it, though, like this old bat. I had once. She had pushed my buttons a few times, been difficult, bossed me around, wasted my time on nothing. One day she was very rude and pushed it too far. Phone call. OB, this is OB. I need you over here right now. Me, okay, what's the problem? OB, I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to explain it. Just get over here. Click. Annoyed that I don't know WTF the problem is, I jump in my car, no tools or anything, and rush over. I get over there. She meets me at the door. Me. Hi OB, what's the problem? OB, well, can't you tell? Looking past her I see nothing. No smoke, fire, water, etc. Knew you. Can you give me a little more info? With an irritated huff she walks to the 1/2 bath, and commands, there. Me, okay, toilet problem. I check it, and find the toilet runs on, leaks, a bit, flare is old. Me, no problem OB, I can fix this in a jiffy. OB, good. I'm in a hurry, get it fixed. Me, yep. Gotta go home and get my tools, and stop by Home Depot to pick up the repair parts. I'll be back ASAP, and get this fixed up like new. The look on her face was priceless. It took me almost an hour to go home, get my tools, stop to the store and return. The job was only 15 minutes to replace all the guts of the toilet. She was quiet the whole rest of the second visit.